record here and we'll get started. There we go. All right. Well, hey, I wanted to congratulate you on your new record. I got an early download of it. Steve sent it to me, and I think it's your best one yet. It really does rock.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. We're pretty proud of it. I mean, we're proud of every record, but I think this one especially just because we had a lot to say, coming out of some strange years since the last release. So yeah, we're really stoked about this one.
Right, absolutely. Now, how long did it take you to record this record?
This is the first time we did it, and if you hear my dogs barking in the background, I apologize for that. So, too much, I can go to a different room. But no, this is the first time we did this record in two parts because of our touring schedule last year. So we went in June of last summer and did about a week's worth of recording. We rented out our local theater, the Plaza Theater in Glasgow, Kentucky, and we recorded all the drums and guitars in there. And that took maybe just over a week. And then we had to go right back on tour. So then we recorded like 6 or 7 songs in that period of time. Went back on tour, and then went back into the studio at the Plaza right after the new year. And we did another 7 songs like that where we had to break it. We had to go tour as well. So it actually was kind of cool because it gave us an opportunity to live with the first half of the album for a while and then kind of go, oh, let's go back and fix that, when we go back in. So normally when you get out of the studio, it is what it is. It's all done. And you don't really have time to think, oh, we should have done that. So this was actually kind of cool to listen to the songs for a few months. And then if we wanted to fix anything or change it, we could because we knew we were going right back in. So
cool. Very good. So all 4 of you guys were in the studio together when you made the record?
The 4 of us and the engineer, which his name is Jordan Westfall, and he tours with us as our bass tech and monitor engineer. And he engineers the record and he also mixed it. And he's just one of those wizard tech savvy dudes that knows all about that kind of stuff. And we're really lucky to have him on our side.
Awesome. Very good. Now, I really do like the new single, Screaming at the Sky. I kind of feel that it's about getting things off your chest, even if you have to scream at the sky, like you guys say, just to get it out there instead of keeping everything in. Is that kind of the gist of it?
Yeah, that's kind of like the whole idea of that song, and a lot of things on this album really just letting go of a lot of things maybe you've been dealing with, and screaming at the skies. But that's what that's all about. It's about I think we pictured ourselves maybe being around a bonfire or something, and just how people have those fire parties where you throw something in the fire and it's gone. This is kind of the same thing. It's like just letting it out, getting it out of your system. And I think that's the overall theme of some of the songs on this album, and especially that song. And we wanted to kick off the album with this song, so we just thought it was like the perfect way to start the record.
Absolutely. Now, you guys have also released 3 singles already so far. It used to be back in the day you would release a single and then about a month then you'd put out the album. Do you like the fact that the fans get the taste of the music a little bit more before the whole album comes out?
Yeah, I think it took us a while to get used to that at first. Because even when our first album came out, it was like you put out the single and then the album comes out, Now I think everybody's just so starved for content, and people absorb they absorb stuff so much faster now. Just with the way social media is and just the way the world is. So you always have to keep people entertained and keep yourself relevant. So we try to limit how much we do put out because you don't want to put out the whole album before it's released. You want to save the element of surprise. But yeah, we put out 3. Of course, we put out Out of Pocket at the top of this year, and we did that specifically because we were doing a big UK tour, and we wanted to have a new song out. And then, of course, the first official single worldwide, over there and here, was Nervous. And that's still the single here in America. And Screaming at the Sky was another, like a bonus track that we put out, And really, at the end of the day, it just helps garner excitement and helps streams. And it gets people talking. And that's, at the end of the day, that's what we want.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Now, I also just saw that you released a cover of Tina Turner's What's Love Got to Do with It. Again, you guys really rocked that one up, a kind of unique version of that song. What made you guys decide to cover that one?
We were overseas last summer. We were doing a premiere for our live DVD that came out, and we were staying at the Hard Rock Hotel in London. And Chris was going outside, maybe to smoke a cigarette. John Fred, our drummer, was in the lobby, and of course, the Hard Rock, they're always playing classic rock songs over the system. And Tina Turner's version of that song came on, and I think John Fred was hearing it and happened to see Chris go outside, and he just thought in his head, "Man, I bet Chris would do great singing that. I bet we could do a really cool version of that." So we recorded that song last summer, and we had no real intention of putting it out. We knew we loved the version that we did. We knew it was going to be like a bonus track for the record or on the special edition. But then that was it. So then with the unfortunate passing of her, we talked to our management and we were like, maybe we could put this out as a tribute, and donate our portion of proceeds to, a charity. So that's the reason we did that. Otherwise, it was just going to be a bonus track. But yeah, we thought, since she unfortunately passed away, we thought that was our little tip of the hat to Tina Turner and to show the world that we had recorded it. But we wanted it to be known that this was already done last year. We didn't jump in the studio real quick to take advantage of her unfortunate death. We already had it, and we thought we'd put it out.
Nice, very good. Now, I think I read on YouTube that the proceeds are going to domestic abuse. Is that right?
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Okay,
That was our way to giving back because, we were fans of hers, and we wanted to show people that we weren't trying to capitalize off anything. In fact, we were just trying to raise awareness.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's great. Now, is that going to be on a deluxe version of the new record?
Yes, it will be. Yes.
Okay, very cool. So speaking of, talking about the new record, I saw that you are releasing a box set of the new record when it comes out. Now, what are some of the things that are involved in the box?
I think there's some individual signed photos, which I have a box of those that I have to start signing pretty soon and hand them off to the next guy. That I think there's I can't remember what all's in it. Maybe a patch and some other cool stuff. We try to make it worth people's while, and we don't want to jack it up and make something that isn't worth people investing in. So I know there's several different box sets that we're doing. Not several different, just for here, but some for overseas, and they start to get kind of confusing what's going where. But I know it'll include some cool stuff for sure. And then there's different color of vinyls that we're putting out, and yeah, we try to make it special. We try to make the packaging pretty special.
Sure, absolutely. Now, on the new record, it kind of seems that the drums are a little bit up in the mix, not overpowering, but you definitely can hear John Fred Young's playing. Was that a conscious thing to do this time out?
I think that's the way Jordan mixes, and I think that's the way we like it to sound that way because he's been the first guy that is able to pump up the guitars, the drums, the bass, and put it all right in your face. You know what I mean? And I think that John Fred is a very in your face drummer, and I think that makes the mix of these songs helps the energy. And I think when people listen, they kind of hopefully they will feel the energy that we feel when we play these songs. Via the way they sound.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. Do you happen to have a favorite track on the new record besides the title track that I really like? I also like Roar. Do you happen to have a favorite one?
One of my favorites is, of course, Screaming at the Sky. I just love that song. And then Here's to the Hopeless I love. And then the last track on the album, I really like You Can Have It All. I think she's got a great message. There's a track called Smile World that I love just because it's a fun song, and I think it really balances out the album about not taking yourself too seriously, just enjoying, lighten up and smile a little bit. So I'm really glad we got that song on there too.
Sure, absolutely. I almost picked that one as well. I like that tune as well. That's very cool. So are you guys going to be on the road for the rest of the year out supporting this record?
Yeah, I leave tomorrow. We fly overseas to do a show, and then we come back home, and then we've got dates through August. We'll go back overseas in September, and then we've got dates lined up October through end of November, maybe into December at this point. So we're definitely going to be out on the road supporting it as much as we can.
All right, very good. Now, I finally got the chance to check you guys out this year when you guys played Sonic Temple in Columbus, Ohio. Again, I'm based out of Cleveland. You guys killed it. Again, you had a huge crowd surge in front of the stage that you got to play in front of. What's it like playing in the afternoon as opposed to playing at night, in a festival setting?
They both have their pros and cons. The good thing about playing in the afternoon is you're done and you get to enjoy the rest of the evening and watch a bunch of bands and hang out. It's not just the sit around and wait to play type thing. We're going overseas. We're going to headline a festival. So we'll have to, we'll be doing interviews all day and then we'll play at night. Sometimes, the anxiety can build up throughout the day, but the reward is you get to play last and you're playing for all the people that are there. At the end of the day, I think we're just happy to play. Both of them have their pros and cons. Sometimes I prefer playing early and knocking it out and getting it done and just kind of hanging out. But then it is very rewarding to play at night when maybe it's not as hot and you got all the people that have been waiting.
Sure, absolutely. So did you get to check out some bands at Sonic Temple as well?
Yeah, we checked out as many as we could. Let's see, we saw I think some of us went and saw I Prevail, and then who else did we watch that night? Shoot, it seems like forever ago. I can't even remember. We saw some of Queens of Stone Age.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was great. It was a good time.
Cool. Very cool. So any chance of coming to Cleveland when you guys are out on the road? Either this year or coming into next year?
Hopefully so. I know we tour, we try to get up there as much as we can. So hopefully we'll be able to come back up there very soon. We haven't done a headline show in Cleveland in a long time, so we always either do Cincinnati or Columbus or something like that, or Dayton. But hopefully we'll get to Cleveland and get up there and see you guys. But I'm sure we will on this album cycle.
All right, very good. Well, we're looking forward to it because I know a lot of my readers up here they love Black Stone Cherry, and we actually would love to have you come up here. And I tell you what, I'm going to get the word out about this album. Like I said, I think it's the best one that you guys have put out thus far. And I wish you all the success on the road and all the success with this new record.
Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that.
All right. All right. Safe travels, man. You take care.
You too, buddy. Thank you.
All right. We'll see ya.